This guide will walk you through the steps of starting your client's evaluation, as well as how to assess them from the front view. Once the client's evaluation booking has been added to your calendar, you will find it conveniently located on the Today page. It's from the Today page that you'll start all of your client bookings. If this booking is scheduled outside of a window of 20 minutes of the current time, you'll see a checkbox to tick before proceeding. Once checked, click the Start Evaluation button. The first part of the evaluation is the Measure section. Under the General tab, we input the client's details, such as height and weight and possibly their blood pressure and resting heart rate. If the client's birthday has been recorded on their profile page, then their age will automatically be displayed in the first field. Clicking the Next button will record the data that you've just added, and move you onto the next tab, which is Body Composition. On this page we are able to record and track our client's body composition. We're able to input either manual body measurements using skinfold calipers, or by inputting the displayed values on any biometric scales. We can also set a target body fat percentage with our client. Once set, the amount of body fat that the client needs to lose to reach this goal will be auto-calculated and displayed. Clicking the Next button will record your data, and take you to the last page of this part of your client's evaluation. On the Measurements page you can record your client's girth measurements. This is a great way of showing your client's weight loss or body transformation progress over time. By adding a measurement to both the minimum waist and glutes fields, you'll be provided with a waist-to-hip ratio. This ratio is a strong indicator of health risks such as type 2 diabetes or cardiovascular disease. Click the Video Play button on any assessment to see a tutorial video on testing protocol. Finally, click Next to get to the following section of assessing the client, the static postural evaluation. When it comes to adding a front-facing photo of your client, you have two choices. Either selecting a front view photo from your camera roll or taking a photo right here in the app. Best practice shows that it's ideal to take your client's photo with your device's camera and then uploading it to GoX Pro from your camera roll. Once the photo has been uploaded, the evaluation of your client's static posture can begin. Have your client stand 30 to 40 centimeters from the wall with their feet shoulder width apart. You have the choice to rotate the photo in either direction, or remove a photo you don't like. To level the photo off, take the green line and place it in between the junction of the floor and the wall. This will level the photo off, if it's not quite straight. Clicking Next will allow us to center the photo. First place the vertical plumb line evenly between both feet. We then place the horizontal line on top of their head. Clicking Next we can now go ahead and annotate our postural image. We can change the color theme if the person is wearing dark clothes, or click rotation mode to make it easier to maneuver the lines. Starting at the earlobes we line up the bottom of both ears to see if the head is straight. Moving on to the acromial processes, we line up both AC joints to see if the shoulders are sitting at the same height. Next we are moving down to the 12th ribs, where we'll need to come in and touch our client to determine if their rib cage is at the same height left to right. We then draw a line directly across at the bottom of the rib cage from left to right. We do the same thing with the ASIS, the anterior superior iliac spine, to see if the hips are at the same height. Moving down to the hands. How many joints can you see on the back of each hand? If they have perfect shoulder posture, then we'll only see thumbs and none of the back of their hands. If part of or all of the back of their hands are visible, note in the boxes the number of joints you see. At the knee, we move the line so that it passes through the center of the patella or kneecap. If the foot is in the correct position, the line should also line up over the second and third toe, which is the center of the foot. At the tibia and fibula, we are looking for bowed legs. This can be indicated by clicking inside the boxes provided. Next up are the left and right ankles. Here we're looking to see if the foot is neutral. If it excessively pronates, rolls inward with a collapsed arch of the foot, or, if it excessively supinates, rolls out, with a high foot arch. We indicate this with the lines and the arrows. If the foot is heavily pronated, we'll use 2 arrows, and indicate less pronation with 1 arrow. If the foot's neutral, we leave the box empty. We line up through the medial and lateral malleolus, or the ankle bone, to indicate this. Once you've added all your postural observations from the front view, click Next and progress to the side view. In this guide, you learned how to start your client's comprehensive evaluation by inputting their general details and measurements, as well as how to assess their static posture from the front view. In the next tutorial, we'll be looking at assessing the client from the side view.